Well, good day, and it is actually. We get to talk about something that's positive for a second. Let's talk about corn. As we all have known, it's been beaten up as of late. It's had a rough go this spring, and actually, with the Chinese tariffs and the likes, it's been tough for the row crops here at the CME for a couple of years. But now that we've got the geopolitical stuff out of the way, and let's just talk about corn for a second. I mean, we've got overnight rumors that China is going to be a buyer of about 20 million metric tons. That's the first kind of decent news, I guess we could say, that we've had in the corn market. I mean, there have been little drips of stuff here and there. We've had some reports that have come out, but we haven't anything that's going to get our teeth into things. And I've kind of watched it over the last few days, and maybe are we setting a low here? You take a look at those charts. I mean, gosh, it's not been a fun ride. And again, I've talked to a lot of farmers out there, both soybean producers and corn producers, and it just is penciling out to be a tough year. So to see things kind of get a little bit of a bump here has been nice. So we had about a 95.5 cent sell off in July, 404 and a half all the way down to say 309. Um, is this going to be where we start to turn the corner? I mean, we've been talking about that for a while now. Is this going to be where we have these cycle lows kind of come in? We need to see some work on the charts, technically speaking, sideways before we really can kind of sink our teeth into it. And again, we always talk about this, right? There will be a time once a year, maybe sometimes twice a year, that Mother Nature will come in and not really cooperate, and that kind of does send us, it tends to send prices higher. Maybe that's where we're kind of getting in shape for here. But again, I've said before, and I'm not. It's just not words. I mean it when I say keep your chips close to your chest and keep that powder dry, because there will be an opportunity at some point during the planting season that you can maybe get some good sales off. So we'll see. But it just feels like we're kind of starting to make like a cycle low, as I would call it. So the only thing is that things that have been a negative for the market might actually be a positive now, because we've got the funds still short about 150,000 contracts. What happens if they start to feel what this chart's starting to look like? And if they start to feel like we're bottoming out, they're going to be their own worst enemy, right? Because they come to buy those shorts back, and that can send the market higher again. So keep that in mind. Things that have been kind of weighing heavily on the market, maybe a minor black cloud, that can also be something that ignites this market. And so we've just been beating it up so much so that we've gotten decent bullish news overnight from China about being a buyer. We've got a really ugly chart kind of starting to look like we might be wanting to try to set some lows in here. And then again, we've got those funds that are short 150,000 contracts. Keep an eye on that, because if they come for them, to kind of pull them back and do what I said about keeping their chips close to their chest, that could be kind of something that ignites a little bit of a rally here.